The Pittsburgh Steelers got their revenge over the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, but they did so without arguably their best offensive weapon. That would be wide receiver George Pickens, who was declared a surprise inactive just minutes before kickoff. Yet, in doing so, the Steelers may have just saved George Pickens from himself and given him a massive wake-up call. Hey everyone, Rob Gregson of A-to-Z Sports Pittsburgh, and I want to discuss why Sunday's win over the Cleveland Browns could be a turning point for wide receiver George Pickens. Look, after the first quarter, Pickens had to be feeling like one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Looking around, this offense has only 14 yards passing, they can't move the ball, and there's just a lifeless energy to the entire unit. He was thinking to himself, wow, I can really probably get away with everything I do because this offense, they can't move the ball without me. They're nothing. I'm the man. I'm the guy who makes this thing go. But what ended up happening? The Steelers would go on to win 27-14. And while it wasn't an explosive game or a stat padding one from Russell Wilson, it was an efficient one. He spread the ball around to 8 different pass catchers. You had touchdown grabs from Pat Freiermuth and Van Jefferson. You had amazing sideline catches from Mike Williams and Scotty Miller, of all people. But most importantly, you had complimentary football by the Pittsburgh Steelers. As Coach Tomlin would go on to say in his post-game presser, he was more concerned about the players available to him than the ones that were not. And for George Pickens, he has to understand that yes, while the Steelers and their Super Bowl aspirations would rely on George Pickens making a lot of big plays, they can win football games without him. They want to run the ball, throw off play action, force turnovers, and play sound special teams. And that's exactly what they did against the Cleveland Browns. So, for Pickens, yeah, it's going to be one of those scenarios where he just has to look himself in the mirror and say, man, maybe I am really good, but if the Steelers can win games like this without me, I have to shape up if I want a career that's going to go any further in Pittsburgh past my rookie deal or anywhere that has a winning culture for that matter, because at this point in time, the headaches are just starting to pile up and Pickens has to show that he can be mature and be more than just a great contested catch winner.